Welcome to your Yin practice to calm your mind, to release extreme fatigue, to build up good, happy thoughts in the mind, to connect to the body, to release the stress that's in the neck, the shoulders, the upper back, the lower back, the hips, the glutes, the thighs, and the knees. So basically, we're going to do a full body stretch and we're going to go deep into it. Beginning though with a meditation. So pick your posture that you're choosing to come into this meditation. And when you're ready, close down the eyes. I'm going to lead you through a breathing exercise. So as you close down your eyes, notice, where are your hands? Where would you like to rest your hands? There's nothing right or wrong here. Allow your hands to relax. And then notice the posture of your spine. Maybe you're laying down. Maybe you're in an upright seated position. Just become aware of the posture of your spine. And as you take your next inhale, before I lead you into the breathing exercise, but as you take the next inhale, can you lengthen the spine and straighten it? And then as you exhale, can you gently let go of the shoulders? Just notice. Becoming fully aware of the body. And as you're fully aware of the body, there may be some sensations that are tight or uncomfortable. This practice is going to help you to release that deep tension, the tightness, so you can relax. And for those who shared at the beginning of class, they have a lot of fatigue. Embrace that. It's opportunity. Fatigue is opportunity to become aware that it's time to take a rest. You know what that rest looks like for you. And if you need help with suggestions, leave a comment and I'm happy to share. So now that you're in the posture, ready for the meditation, we're going to focus on an intention. Something brought you to the practice today. Maybe it was physical, maybe it was emotional, maybe it was mental, maybe it's all three. Maybe this is part of your self-care for the day. Whatever it is, let's create that into an intention. What are you seeking? Go big. I have a big one, so I'm going to set my intention. And as you set the intention, I'm going to leave you in a moment of quiet to create it in your mind and then use it as a focus. And then imagine that, connecting it, that intention, to your heart, where your spirit is. And then relaxing into the breath. And then I will bring you out in a moment to go into a special breathing technique to help you release the tension, the tightness, calm the mind, calm the nervous system, and prepare you for a deep practice. So create your intention now. Now, exhale everything out of the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Hold the breath. Exhale out of the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Hold the breath. Exhale out of the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Hold the breath. Exhale out of the mouth. Now continue until I say differently. Go at your own pace. I'll bring you back in a moment. Now, relax into gentle breathing. And we're going to stay here for a few moments in stillness. If the mind tries to distract you, go back to that intention that you set. You can also focus on your inhales and exhale. And this is just gentle breathing. Go deep within. Put a smile on your face and gently open your eyes. Mindfully and gently meet me in butterfly pose by bringing the sit bones to the earth. Bring the soles of the feet together. You may, if you desire, use a pillow, a blanket, or anything of support underneath your knees. So the soles of the feet are together. We're making this diamond shape. And with this posture, take a moment. Do you want your heels very close to your sit bones? Do you want them far away? Just notice what feels right before you fold into the posture. Once you feel straight with the sit bones anchored into the earth, the spine is straight, the head is in alignment with the spine. On the inhale, tuck the chin into the chest. The hands are free. We're not pulling. We're coming forward by folding into the posture. In Yin, we fold into the posture with no pulling so that gravity will support us. We want to come to the point of a resistance, come to the point where we feel the stretch, but we're not pushing, we're not pulling. And as you fall into this point of resistance, before I leave you in stillness, know that what you're experiencing here, you're opening the hips, you're opening the thighs, releasing tension and tightness in the thighs. You're relaxing the knees. You're also releasing tension and tightness in the lower back, the neck, the shoulders, the mind. I'm going to leave you here in stillness. And just notice if your mind tries to take over with anything other than the intention that you set. Just go back to your intention. Use the breath to take you further. And what I mean by that is, as you're inhaling and exhaling, your body will know when to move forward without a pull, a push, or anything like that. Relax into the pose.
On the next inhale, tuck the chin into the chest and roll up one vertebrae at a time, coming to a straight spine.
Moving gently and mindfully. And when you're ready, bring the knees together. Maybe a little windshield wiper may feel good for you by dropping the knees over to one side and then bringing them back to center and dropping them over to the other side. Listen to your body intuition for whatever micro movements will work for you before we go into caterpillar. So when you're ready, with the sit bones still on the earth, we extend the legs out straight. You can, if you desire, put something under the knees. And for our friend here that mentioned about her knees being tender with some pain, if you wish, put something under your knees, and anyone can put something under your knees. If you choose to put the legs flat on the earth, whatever works, I want you to honor your body and listen to your body intuition. With a straight spine, and the feet are relaxed. So we're not flexing the feet, but the feet are relaxed, the spine is straight. When you're ready, with an inhale, you tuck the chin into the chest and you begin to come forward from the hips. So the hands are relaxed. We're not using the hands to pull or push us. You'll know that point of resistance when you feel as though if you could push or pull, you would go deeper. This is a full body stretch. We're stretching everything from the feet all the way up and back of the legs, the hamstrings, into the hips, the lower back, the middle back, the upper back, the neck, and the shoulders. We're releasing any tension and tightness. And because we're bringing the head over the heart, when we do this in any yoga pose, it creates many benefits. So if your body needs some calmness of the mind, you're going to receive calmness of the mind. If you need some energy, you're going to receive some energy. If you need some creative thoughts, your creative thoughts will flow through. Just be here. There's nowhere to go. There's nothing as important right now than you and your self-care. For taking care of you. And as I leave you into stillness, because you're going to be here for a few moments, relax into the breath. Go back to that mantra, that intention. If the mind tries to bring you to a bad neighborhood, go back to that heartfelt intention. And just completely release into the pose.
On the next inhale, tuck your chin into your chest and roll up one vertebrae at a time, coming to a straight spine. And to transition into, we're going to go into sleeping spawn. That's a new name, sleeping spawn, sleeping swan. And in our sleeping swan, before we move into the sleeping swan, which some of you may also know as pigeon pose, if sleeping swan is new to you, let's go into tabletop and make any micro movements. So the hands are directly underneath the shoulders. The knees are directly under the hips. And what feels good for you? Is it a cat-cow where we take the gaze high up to the heavens and we let the belly drop down to the earth, making this little curve in the back? Or is it maybe, and then the cat would be tucking the chin into the chest and curling the spine to the heavens. Or it might be just moving in a gentle way to release any stagnation, any tightness, like rocking the hips back and forth. You may have even come down into child's pose. This is your practice. This is what is your intuition seeking for you to do. And then once you've had enough of your micro movement, your transitional pose, we're going to take the right knee behind the right wrist. So you may need to walk your hands out a little further in front of you. And we're making this, for all of us, it's different. We're sitting back onto the right hip, extending the left leg directly behind us. And we're making this bent direction with the right shin bone. Some of us can make it into a 90 degree. Not all of us can. I used to be able to, but that was also a couple decades ago. So we're feeling this opening into the right hip area. And we want to make sure, if we're doing sleeping swan, that the left leg is straight behind us in alignment with the left hip. You can stay up on your hands, or you can come down onto your elbows. You can also fold further by resting the head down and folding completely into the pose. No judgment. Listen to your body intuition. And because this is a bending of the knee, we want all the love and support we can give ourselves. So any props, or just staying up high, maybe not doing pigeon at all. You can go to a reclined figure 4. Honor your body. Be gentle and loving. And use the body's cues of what's happening, whether it be soreness in the knee, whether it be tightness in the hips, the thighs, the glutes, the neck, the shoulders, the lower back. Whatever the body sensation is, use it as opportunity. Even the extreme fatigue of the body, that's opportunity. Our bodies are amazing, amazing machines, and they tell us what we need. It's our responsibility to come in tune with listening and to honor the sensations and listen to that body intuition. So now I leave you in stillness to rest into your pigeon, sleeping swan, or whatever the modification is that you have picked to release the tension and the tightness in the hips, the thigh, the lower back, the glutes. Just let it go and relax into the breath.
On the next inhale, begin to release the pose.
Very mindfully and gently and lovingly. From here, let's move into child's pose. And what does your child's pose look like for you? Is it going to be the knees wide apart with the toes touching? Maybe the knees are going to come close together. Play with it for a moment. Decide how far apart you want the knees. And then fold forward. And as you fold forward, do you want the arms out in front of you? Stretching the hands or resting palms down on the earth. The arms can be extended very long where the elbows are lifted, or you can rest the elbows and the forearms on the earth. Or maybe you want to bring the arms behind you where the palms are facing up and your arms are at your sides by your legs. What feels most comfortable for you? This is such a beautiful surrender pose. So you know what you need to surrender. Use your breath to relax into it. You're also stretching and releasing and letting go of tension in the neck, the shoulders, the upper back, the middle and the lower back, the hips, the glutes, the thighs. And of course, if your knees need any support, you can put a rolled up mat or blanket under your knees. Honor your body. Find where you can completely let go and relax into the pose. On the next inhale, begin to gently release the pose, lifting the head, the neck, and the shoulders to an upright position. Coming to sleeping swan, aka pigeon pose on the left side. So take the left knee behind the left wrist. Extend the right leg out long, straight behind the right hip. And just move very mindfully, gently and lovingly into this posture. No judgment if you went to the point of resistance on the first side differently than the second side. Be loving and kind to yourself. And I always share this when I teach. If you have any feelings of frustration or even sadness or irritation that comes up, this is a deep hip opener. And the hips are a place where we store a lot of those emotions. And on the flip side, through the practice, you can also have joyful, like peaceful, deep surrender in the hip area. So if there's anything of irritation or such that comes up, just let it go, release it, and breathe through it. Our emotions are energy, our bodies are made of energy, but we have this thicker cell energy, so the emotions get sometimes lodged into the thick cells, into our physical body. And through the practice of mindfulness, prayer, meditation, Yin Yoga, all forms of yoga, we can release what gets stuck. So relax. I'm going to leave you in stillness for the rest of this holding of the left side. And just have the experience and be loving and kind to yourself. On the next inhale, begin to release the pose, coming up very lovingly, mindfully, and making your way onto your back, laying down flat. We're going to come into one more pose before we go into Shavasana, and that is yogi's choice. It could be just hugging the knees into the chest and rocking from side to side, massaging the lower back, or happy baby. And we're just doing this for a moment. If you're choosing happy baby, you can take hold of the ankles, or you can take hold of the inside of the feet. You can take hold of the outside of the feet. You could stay still, or you can move back and forth as you bring the knees into the chest. And if you're rocking from side to side, this is a beautiful release for the lower back. It's a beautiful release for the hips, the thighs, even the neck and the shoulders. And if you're hugging the knees into the chest, take a little rock from side to side, massaging the lower back. Follow your intuition. And if you already moved into Shavasana, you know what you need more than I know what your body needs. But when you're ready, relax into your Shavasana, and maybe take a blanket and cover yourself. Maybe put something under your knees. Where do your arms and your hands want to rest? Traditionally, we suggest the arms out, about a foot away from the body with the palms facing up. I have a personal practice that I rest my hands on my belly. So you know what you need. Take this moment to rest. Rest so you can receive the benefits of your practice today. Go deep within and just be right here, right now, in this stillness.
Bring your awareness back to the body by deepening the breath. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. You can take a full body stretch, lifting the hands high above you and the toes in the opposite direction. And then bring the knees into the chest. Hug them in. Maybe a little rock from side to side. And when you're ready, picking how you want to come to an upright seated position, take your time. And once you find your upright seated position, bring the hands into prayer pose in front of the heart. Press your thumbs into your heart center, honoring your intuition, guiding you and bringing you to the practice today. And revisiting that intention that you set at the beginning of practice. Allow that intention to embody you. Believe it to be true. And trust and believe that everything is always working out for your highest good. And all things are coming to you in perfect divine time. I'm excited to hear in the comments what position, posture, movement was formative? Created some transformation for you. And how do you feel at the end of the practice compared to the beginning of practice? And do let me know what else you may be seeking. And from my heart to yours, namaste.